Did you take care of business? You don't have to say what it is if you don't want to, but I've been thinking of you since the meeting.
So after the meeting, that meeting was really tough for me, but in a good way.
The women's forum, it was.
Yeah, it was
It was tough for you. Why?
because you said some stuff to me that like it just hit me in a way where I'm just like, oh my, I felt like my dad was, coming down on me real hard, and I was like, damn. So
I
so
thought you had gotten mad and moved over to Europe with your
No.
son.
I was so close. I was like, I'm out of here. No, I'm kidding. But just the words that you spoke to me, it was intense, obviously. I was supposed to do it on Friday, what I was supposed to do, but whatever. The moment didn't present
Right.
itself. So I actually plan on doing it tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I plan on doing it. I actually, for the past 3 weeks, I've been sitting in the sun. I literally have been sitting in my hell. But I think last week was where I felt like a butterfly, where I came out and I'm like, okay, I could do this. So I'm actually doing it tonight.
Nice.
It's been. I mean, I'll say a lot more at Women's Forum.
Right.
But it was hell after Women's, and just coming out and seeing the sun. I know this is so ridiculous the way I'm saying it, but coming out to the sunshine,
No,
it
it's
feels
not, I know
good.
exactly what you mean.
It is such a beautiful feeling. The way you came down on me, I really wanted to cry. When I was up there.
Yeah.
But I felt like I needed that. I really did. Everything that I felt, everything that, I was holding on to, it was just kind of like butter slipping off, literally. So it was good. Thank you.
It doesn't make sense anymore for us to just have meetings and not really
Yeah.
deal with the devil.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's
yeah.
a waste of time.
Yeah.
And people come too far for it. We can't play with the devil anymore this year. He's not
Yeah.
playing. So we can't play with him.
Yeah.
No more playing with the devil. Really. Got to say no to him. Did you tell your husband what happened? It's
Kind
okay
of.
this time if you told him, because I
I
knew.
kind of did. I didn't go into details,
Right.
but I did tell him, I'm like, Jesse made me feel like I was scum under his shoe.
Right.
So that's where he's like, damn. He's like, are you okay? And for 2 weeks, I felt like I was in a dark room and I was just beating myself up, and then I had to stop doing that. It was just it was like a process.
Yeah.
It was an insane process for me. So I didn't really say too much. I didn't give him too much detail.
I figured you would about that since it
Yeah.
was so shocking and
Yeah.
all that. So it was
Yeah.
okay for that particular thing.
It didn't go into great detail, but I did tell him, I'm like, I was under Jesse's shoe for
And was
a
he like,
while.
thank God?
Yes, he did say that. He's like, you needed that. He's
Yeah.
like, you really needed that wake up call, and I did.
Yeah.
I did. I really did need it. So,
Amazing.
yeah,
Well, stay with it.
I will.
Stay with it. Stay with it. No matter what.
I will.
I'm glad you didn't move to Europe with your son. I was like,
man.
he probably packed up and gone to Europe.
So close, but no, not yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The devil wants you to.
And I feel that. I
Yeah.
really do feel those little attacks. Just this past week, I felt those little attacks. And I was telling him, I was in the car with my son, and just little attacks that I had to sit in my hell. And I told Zeke, I said, kid, you got to go in the house. I'll walk in a bit. And I sat there, and I'm
Right
just
on.
sitting in my hell. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to fall.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fall for this. I know I want to, and I want to start saying things and reacting. And I can see it. That was another thing. I could see myself reacting, this feeling was rising in me that I'm like, oh no. So I had to sit in it, and it was sick to my stomach almost. It was
Nice.
nasty.
You got to sit in it. You got to
Yeah.
live with it. You got to take it. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
You have to be with it.
Yeah.
And the devil will have a fit.
I see that.
He really will.
I
This is why most people give up. They don't want to go through that hell.
That's exactly what keeps me pushing. Because I'm like, okay, I know this is a time where I probably would have given up. It's easy to give up.
Yeah.
And to give in to those feelings, to give in to those thoughts, those emotions. And I was so close to like giving in because I felt like this rise in me and like my eyes were tearing. And I'm like, first off, I don't cry like that. And
when she's crying,
she's lying.
She's lying.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, no, the devil's really trying to play me so hard right now.
Absolutely.
So we got home and I told my son, I was like, all right, Zeke, step out. He's like looking at me like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm good. Step out.
Nice.
And he's like, okay. So I'm in the car and I'm just like, almost like a feeling of like just wanting to scream and like do all these things. But I'm like, no. I'm physically, it was uncomfortable for me to sit in that hell.
Right on.
Like extremely uncomfortable. But I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. So yeah.
Nice.
And I'm doing, it was supposed to be Friday night. Didn't happen, but tonight I can't let it pass.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did you call me the N-word that night?
No, I didn't actually.
I can hear you then.
No, I was able to.
Here.
Well, no, I was in the car and I was like, I didn't.
Oh, you said it in the car?
Yeah, no. It was part. It was a thought, maybe.
Derek was called nigger. Did they call Derek nigger? Or did they call you nigger or Uncle Tom? A coon. He finally made it.
Oh, he did it.
He's a coon.
Snap, snaps, clap, clap. Got it.
Derek like, I'm going to call my mama. I'm a coon. Nice.
Yep.
Well, stay with it. Let it die. You got to go through the death.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
And most people cannot go through the death. They won't take it all the way. Yeah. Go all the way. You haven't seen anything yet. It's going to get worse. Just FYI.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But stay with it. All right?
I will.
Amazing.
It is.
Any questions?
No, I have a lot to say, but I'm going to just save a lot. I'm going to save most of it for women's.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Nice.
a lot that I'm just like, well, I'll talk to you after church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But there's a
man.
lot that's like in me
You
that
a
I'm like,
mess.
tell me about it. I know. I am.
How you been dealing with this mess? You haven't, until now.
I think that's a good question. I think it's a lot of staying present. From my perspective, staying present. And a lot of it in my mind started going, I told you so. I've been told you to do this.
Right
Go
on.
face it. But I think it's the message is different when the person is ready. I forgot how the saying go. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Right.
And I think now that she's ready, she's going to be able to face it in her way.
Oh, yeah, she's ready.
So in my perspective, I'm just watching what's going on within me, and I see what's going on within her, and I just have to battle what's going on inside.
Right on.
And
Amazing.
that's it.
Nice. I can tell you're changing. You're wearing beads.
Oh, thank you.
Classy women wear beads.
Okay.
I saw some older women the other day, white women. You know how white women with money, they all classy. And they had beads on. I was like, right on.
Yep.
That's from the old school.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.